Hi guys, so if you're watching this, you're probably going to MEPS and you're looking like into it. I went to MEPS around December. I don't remember the exact date. It was a two-day process, kind of. Not really like 2 full days where I was stuck over there, but Wednesday afternoon I went to go meet up with my recruiter to like go over everything, for her to like explain some last minute things, this and that. And after I met up with my recruiter, I went to MEPS to take the ASVAB, and I wasn't very happy with my score, and I was studying for it, but that's a whole different story. The workers in the testing room were like chatting, not like full on like talking like this, but like they were talking like quietly, and people were walking in and out, and it's just distracting. And then after I took my ASVAB, I went to the hotel and I had to check in. I think there's a certain time, I think after 3:30 you can check in, so I went around that time and I checked in, got my keys, I went to the hotel, and there was a specific room that they would tell you to go. It's like the room for the MEPS kids or people, and there's a guy there that's waiting, and he tells you what you can and can't do. He gives you your meal ticket, he gives you your key to your room, and he tells you everything. And it's a nice room. There's TVs, arcade games, like I'm pretty sure they had like PS3 and everything, or PlayStation, whatever, Xbox. They had games, so you wouldn't be like bored out of your mind. I actually signed in or checked in, and I signed out. Like I actually don't live too far from the MEPS station hotel. Checked in, signed out, went back home to do some last minute stuff. Like I actually took a shower at my house. I didn't want to take a shower at the hotel, and I ate dinner with my parents. Even though I had the meal ticket, I just chose to go back home and do all that. You have to check back in if you leave by I think 10 p.m. Maybe it's earlier than that, could be 9. But between like 9 or 10 you have to check back in. So I checked back in around like 8, and I went to go up to my room. Went back to my room, met my roommate, this and that and that. I don't know why I'm explaining this, because you're probably just wondering like the actual like full day at MEPS. Okay, so anyway, the next morning we woke up at around 4:15-ish. Got ready, and I brought my stuff out to my car and went back in the like MEPS room. My roommate and I just like waited there until it was time for breakfast, and breakfast was from like, was it 5 to 5:30-ish, so you get like maybe 20-25 minutes to eat. So we did that, and then after we were done eating, we went back to that room, and someone came in and explained the whole what was going on, when the bus would be picking us up, what to do. And I think we lined up to the door, and we headed out to the school bus. It was a school bus to go to the actual MEPS building. And we got to the MEPS building. No one is gonna come yelling in the bus. I think I heard that somewhere. Maybe I'm just getting something mixed up, but no one's gonna get on the bus and start screaming at you. You just gotta get out like fast. We're all pretty much like kind of running. They had us line up in rows in the first set of doors, and then we were lined up in like 4 rows. We had to go through security, get our like bags scanned through, and walk through a metal detector and all that fun stuff. And then after you're done with that, we had to go to another, like the actual like lobby-ish thing, and same thing, we lined up, and then the guy was super nice, very thorough, or like guide almost. He had us line up, explained everything. And then we took the stairs to the 3rd floor, I believe, to the actual like MEPS processing level. So we got up to the 3rd floor. They had us line up again, and then they called us off by our branches, and we had to line a lot of lining up in the beginning just so they can section you off, and then we had to get our name tags. They were calling us off one by one so they could like take our picture or like get our fingerprints, I think it was. And after that you go in the lobby with all like the different like in this room, and you meet up with your liaisons. There were only like 3 people going to the Air Force. I know a lot of people are going to like the Marines and like the Army, so I didn't have to wait that long. So I met up with my liaison, and then he took all my stuff, a lot of, like my paperwork, and he told me to go back out to like the main lobby, and then I got sent off to the medical like area. The first thing I got tested was my eyesight. I was gonna wear my contacts, but then I decided not to because I didn't want to like have to like take them out and put it back in. Wow, first world problem. Like, no. Okay, so I just wore my glasses just to be simple. After I got my eyes checked out, we went into like this little classroom looking thing, and they were just going over information, just general information. And then we had to do a breathalyzer. We had to do questionnaires, just medical questionnaires, and just like traffic violations, and if you've had any like run-ins with the law and this and that. The questionnaires, they kind of word them weird. One of the things I remember was like, have you consumed any alcohol within like the past whatever days? And then the next question was, what kind of alcoholic drinks do you like to consume? And that's just like messing you up. Read the questions thoroughly, and then we had to go do the P-test. The P-test was really awkward for me, at least. Well, I guess it wasn't that awkward, but they actually watch you. Like, yeah, that was the first, not really fun having someone watch you pee, but you know, you had to do it. I think after that I went to go see one of the doctors, and he was just asking me questions, checking out my ears, checking everything out, make sure I'm like good to go. And then after that, I believe I had to go do my blood drawn. I had to get my blood drawn, which like I'm not good with needles, but I wasn't about to like ruin everything just because I'm scared of a little needle. So I just looked away, man. It wasn't that bad, but just like I think after blood drawn, I had to go do my hearing. You're gonna be in a little room, like a little cube with like 5 other people. And they're gonna like it's really like soundproof. You sit down, and then they pull the curtains so like you don't see other people, and they say don't make any noise, like don't even cough basically. And I was sick, so I was struggling with that. You put the headphones on, you got like a little buzzer, like if you were like a game show or something, you got a little buzzer, and then you wait for like the beeps, and every time you hear a beep you press it, and it's gonna get lighter and lighter over time, but you know, just do your best. For the test, I was just waiting, and they decided to do our blood pressure, and that was fast. And when they're doing your blood pressure, or just like when you get to MEPS in general, just don't be nervous. Just follow what they tell you. Don't do anything to mess yourself or like ruin your chances, because you don't want to go back there twice. I mean, like, it's not a bad place, but like, I don't want to do that over and over again. I know my roommate said there was a girl who actually got sent home for her blood pressure was too high because she was so nervous. So just calm down. They're not gonna like rip your throat out or anything. Well, after that we had to like, we had to go back in the classroom when you were done, and the girls and the boys were separated. And that's when you do like the physical stuff. Girls, me and like 4 or 5 other girls got in the room. They told us to like get in our underwear, and don't wear anything cheeky, don't wear a thong, don't wear anything that shows a lot. They take your weight, they take your height, they have you do a bunch of different like they check your hand, the doctor checks your hands, he checks your spine. I think you like do kind of like a toe touch, but he just checks your spine, see, make sure it's like straight and everything. You have to do a bunch of different exercises, like the duck walk. I know they had us like walk on our knees, and that hurt, but like I said, just go with it. Even if if it hurts, unless you're like about to die or something, or you know something's really wrong. If it's just like uncomfortable because you're walking on your knees on concrete, yeah, that's gonna hurt. After all that stuff, they gave us the paper gowns, had us strip down like butt naked, and you just put on the you strip down, take everything off, and then you put on the gown. And these gowns are fucking flimsy as shit, okay? What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, so you go in, it's like a doctor's office, you got like that bed thing. The doctor is asking you questions, and then he gotta feel up your boobs, and like not feel up, but like he's gotta like feel them to make sure there's no lumps. And he does them he does that for a while, like a good while. I guess it wasn't that awkward. And like he's trying to make small talk with you as he's doing it. That was kind of funny. He like does the same thing with your stomach. He like feels to see if there's anything. And then here's the kicker. While you're laying down, they got a check down there, right? And he just tells you, drop your legs like a frog. I was shocked. I was like, what? Like a frog? I was like, okay. So he's gotta do it. He's not staring at it for like a minute. He just gotta take a good look. Okay, not a good look. He just gotta look at it, make sure everything looks good, nothing weird down there, and then you're done. Along the process, that paper gown I was talking about, that's flimsy as shit. Like, they ripped that shit apart. So after that, you get dressed, and then you get back in the lobby. I had to go back to like the liaisons area, and I was waiting there, and my liaison met up with me, and he was like, did you eat lunch yet? And at this point, it was like around like 1 or 12 or 1 or something. I don't know. It was around noon. And he was like, did you eat lunch yet? And I was like, no, I didn't. So he told me to go eat. And after I ate, I went back and he talked to me about the jobs that I was qualified for and actually picked security forces. So anyway, shit, where was I? So he gave me the jobs, and there was like a huge ass, okay, it wasn't huge. There was like 10 jobs that I was qualified for. And none of them were just like, nothing that I picked out. My recruiter told me to pick out 9 jobs that you'd want to do, and most of the jobs that I listed were medical matter. I got security forces, that's what I booked. I am excited, I guess, but I'm like kind of nervous about it. So after all, he processed everything. He told me to go out because I was pretty much done and I was ready to swear in. So he told me to go out in like the front office, and front main office, I don't know what I called it, but I went out there and I told them I'm ready to swear in, and then they told me it was gonna be like 15 minutes. I had to wait like 15 minutes. They told me to go back in the liaison, like the branch room thing, in the waiting room. They told me to go there and told me to come back 5 before 2, I think it was. Yeah, 5 before 2. So I did that, swore in. It was very magical. There were like 4 other people, and there were like 3 other people with me actually. So we swore in. It was exciting. After you're all done with everything, you swear in, and then you're pretty much done. It's like a long process, but like it's actually not that bad. If you're going to MEPS, don't be nervous. Just go and follow everything they tell you to do. Don't try to be fun. Don't be stupid, I guess. It's really pretty straightforward if you just listen to them. Read the questions thoroughly. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. If you're curious, I leave March 14th for basic. I think I'll be making a series, Air Force series, like BMT experience and all that fun stuff. So if you're interested, subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.